Hello, everyone. This is Angie with I'm All In 110. Extreme kindness in an extreme world. And it's Saturday, so you know what that means, don't you? It's Saturday morning superhero show. And as you know, I'm always looking for superheroes. And I do believe that superheroes are regular people that go above and beyond just because they have a heart for service and love. And I have found a superhero right here in Branson. And I'm even very excited because I knew he was a superhero. I've seen him in action over the last few years. But as I'm doing this particular superhero interview, I just found out that he was voted. Well, I'm going to let you tell him. Please welcome Mr. William Dub White, and I want to get his correct initials here. It's the Coalition of the Ozarks, VMCO. This organization has done some amazing things, and let's meet Dub. We like to call him Dub. Hi, Dub. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Yourself?
Very good, thank you. And I would like you, Dub, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about what your organization is. I know it's a nonprofit. I know you help so many people. Tell us everything we need to know about it, especially you were telling me about some numbers that are pretty amazing yesterday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm called Dub, the president of Veterans and Military Coalition of the Ozarks. We formally refer to ourselves as VMCO. We are a nonprofit C3. What we do is help veterans that have been denied claims to the point that nobody wants to help them. Nobody will touch them because they think they can't do anything, or the super complicated ones that nobody really wants to handle. I'm not putting anybody down for this. It's just the facts of life and changes within VA and the way claims are done, all that type of thing. So please understand, I'm not putting anybody down on this. It's just where we fit into the groove. We've been around since 2015, and as I said, we're C3. We have a number of lawyers that work for us. We can reach out local to about, if you count Arkansas in on this deal, about 135,000 veterans we can reach and give information to through their organizations. Like in Kimberling City, that would be the Veterans of the Ozarks, and in Branson you have American Legion, a number of them. You have these same things in Arkansas, you have same things in north of us. So with all of that, we get a lot of information out. But what's unique about us is we are in all 50 states. There's nothing that can prevent us from working in 50 states with the aid of communications today, texts and emails and that type of thing. A lot of things can be done in that direction. We have a number of senators that work with us. We have people from the House of Representatives that work with us in numerous states. We have Ed Wilson, who is our director for veterans assistance, and he does a great job. He handles 90% of the claims probably, and he's great at it. I handle the other stuff like surviving spouse. When a veteran dies, a lot of times they just want to ignore them. And these ladies have lived with the military. They've lived with a veteran that's had issues because of his military career. They deserve better than that, so we make sure they get better than that. We work with them, we help with their needs, their children, whether they're disabled children or whatever. It's a family organization. That's what we look at it. It's part of the family unit. We've been around since 2015, as I said, and roughly we've helped in 50 states and overseas about 11,000 veterans accomplish. Now, yes, some of these veterans we've had to help 3 or 4 times because you settle one issue, then another one creeps up a couple years later, another one creeps up. So, but once we achieve 100%, then it's just kind of like, hi, how are you? What's going on? Is there anything you need? And some of them stay in touch with us, which I'm grateful for. But the point is, we came about because of a need that we thought was empty, and we filled that need. And our expertise is in the helping hand for claims and family issues, whether it be a divorce issue, somebody went in the Army and they're not paying their child support, things of that nature. We can help correct that, and we correct it through the state. So if you have an issue, look up VMCO. That's VMCO, the number 1.org.
That's right. Okay, so I wanted to ask you a question. Do you mind giving me and us an example of what a case might look like? I know you mentioned a divorced spouse that didn't maybe get her what she needed, but like, can you give me an example of what would have fallen through the cracks, basically, that you picked up? I mean, what kind of things? I know they're all different, but if you could just give me an example of what they're looking for.
One of my favorite ones to discuss is we have a local veteran that had cancer. And year and a half down the road, VA determined he's cured, no cancer. So they took his disability away from him. Well, yes, the cancer itself was cured, but not all the complications from that cancer was cured. So that's where we stepped in, and now we're back to 100%. And this is the great thing about this. And because VA, the hospital, the doctors and everything said that it was cured, they wouldn't touch it. Well, it can't be cured because there's too many things. I've had cancer. Most of the people that work with me have had some type of cancer. It's just nature of being a veteran. And unfortunately, military was not good to any of us. So we stand up. And the story of the veteran, well, I'm a veteran, but I'm doing okay. That's not a good enough answer. You have your story, and you have your story to tell. My story is different from you. My story goes back to when I got out of the service in '93. I was old Army. Then you have 3 or 4 phases of new Army. Then you have all reserves. And all of that, each one of these veterans, whether male or female, have their own story. And that story needs to be looked at independently from anybody else. And that story is what creates the claim and how it's processed. And it's not, you have one problem. I have migraines. They are so bad I can't stand it. Okay, so where were you? What were you doing? And then well, is that affecting your back, your shoulders, your neck? It comes up from your hips. All these questions are involved in it. And then all of a sudden they see that, well, I have a problem. Well, just because you're walking, breathing, and you think you're doing good, ask your spouse or your girlfriend or significant other, am I as good as I think I am? They're going to say, no, you're not. You need help. So give us a call.
Okay, that was wonderful. So I think what I got out of this is that you go deeper than the numbers and the statistics, and each person has their own story and they have their own situation, and you really, with this organization, customize what they need and then you're an advocate for them.
Exactly.
And I think that's definitely superhero material, don't you think so? And it just shows you that when you see a need out there, and there's no blame. It's just sometimes there's a lot of red tape and a lot of different organizations not speaking to each other, and real people get left behind. So if you see a need, you don't have to say, hey, nothing's working. You can just create something that does work. And that is a wonderful thing. Thank you, Dub.
You're welcome.
And he's a superhero, wouldn't you?